Torah time! The weekly portion. What's it all about? It really means something. What can it teach me? Turn it. Everything's in it. Hi, welcome to Torah time. I'm Rabbi Stephanie Shore, and this week's portion is called Tetzaveh. Now, we're still in the book of Exodus, and the children of Israel are in the desert. Now, remember, last week we talked about the Mishkan, the traveling tabernacle or sanctuary that the children of Israel would carry with them when they went to different places in the desert as they traveled through the desert. Now, in the Mishkan, in this sanctuary or tabernacle, there were high priests. Now remember, these priests are not like the priests we know today in sister religions. These were priests that were carrying out holy work in the tabernacle, like the sacrifices and taking care of certain elements of the Mishkan. Now, what's really interesting about this portion is it kind of reads like a Jewish fashion week. I mean, who would have thought that our Torah has a fashion week? But it does. This week we talk about the clothing that the priests are supposed to wear. And the Torah goes into great detail about this. It starts by telling us that Aaron and his sons would be the Kohanim, the priests, and that they need holy garments. Now, these garments had special parts. There was the ephod, the robe, the tunic, the cap, and a sash. Now, the ephod was made of gold, purple, and blue with crimson, woven into a beautiful pattern that you can see here. On the shoulder straps of the garment, there were 2 stones, one on each shoulder. And on each of those stones were engraved 6 names of the tribes of Israel. Remember, there were 12 tribes, so 6 names on this shoulder, 6 names on this shoulder. What a beautiful lesson for us, because it reminds us that we stand on the shoulders of our elders, of the people who have come before us. Just like you metaphorically stand on the shoulders of your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and so on and so on. Now, on this beautiful garment, there was a breastplate, and it sat right on Aaron's heart. It was a beautiful, beautiful plate that included 12 precious gemstones, 1 stone for every tribe of Israel. Look how beautiful this breastplate is. Now, underneath this was a robe of the ephod, which was blue wool. It kind of looks silky, doesn't it? It's very, very beautiful. And at the bottom, there were threads of blue and purple that kind of created the idea of pomegranates. And you know, pomegranates in our tradition are very symbolic. They have a lot of little seeds in them that our good deeds and our mitzvot should increase and grow bigger and bigger and bigger. These little pomegranates and threads at the bottom of the ephod also had little bells. And so when the priests would carry out their holy work, there would be the sweet sound of bells ringing, and it was said to be pleasing to God. Now, on the priest's forehead, on the head, there was a cap, and on the forehead, there was a gold band. And the gold band had an inscription, and the inscription said, "Holy to the Lord." Wow. So what does all this mean for us? Do we have holy garments in our society today? I mean, what do we wear that's holy? That's a really good question. Maybe you can start to think about it. And I want to ask you a couple questions. Now, I'm going to show you some garments now, and I want you to think to yourself, what you think these people are getting ready to do. So you see there's somebody with crazy hair and some people on the beach, and then there's some raggedy jeans. Now I'm going to show you a different picture. Look at this picture. People are dressed up. Wow, it looks like somebody's reading from the Torah in nice clothing. So the question is this: can we pray to God and do holy things in either one of those garments? The kind of crazy garments and the dressed up garments. Think about that for a second. Well, the answer is yes. We can pray to God wherever we are, whatever we're wearing, and with whatever words we have in our hearts. I think the lesson is that when we're getting ready to do something holy or to participate in a Jewish ritual, it elevates our spirit and it gets us ready for the ritual when we dress appropriately and accordingly. So this is a wonderful lesson in our Torah, again, all about the things we wear. Think about it for yourself. When you get dressed to go play soccer or go play outside, yeah, sure, it's fun to wear shorts and your tank top and your t-shirts, and you're dressed to play. And when we go to temple, we dress differently so that we prepare ourselves to enter into a holy, sacred ritual. Oh, wow. It's always so nice to spend some time with you studying Torah. Thanks for stopping by. Shalom. Torah time, the weekly portion. What's it all about? It really means something. What can it teach me? Turn it, everything's in it.